This feeling, we want it. The good life, I started. No reason to flaunt it. Just show me you got it.
Hi everyone, happy Sunday. I'm Lori.
I'm Wendy.
I'm Katie. And welcome back to the Front Row Show.
Created by fans for the fans.
This week we are taking a look behind the scenes at Nick and Adam's Hey Nonny shows.
And they were graciously enough to sit with us and chat before they go on.
So, hi guys.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Good. Thanks for coming. Thanks for doing this.
Anytime, thank you.
You know, I mean, it's awesome.
Thank you. Are you?
I think it'd be funny if I said nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if I mind this whole thing in, I
could.
feel like that would be
I'm
really,
gonna
like...
name
Could you sign
name it.
languages? Do you know sign language?
Oh, absolutely.
Like sign
Yeah. And,
Not that, no.
oh, is that bad?
Yes.
Is it?
But this is.
Oh, this? Yes. This
Oh, I thought that's like passing on my love
No,
from my mouth to your face. I don't know what that is.
From
That's
friends. From friends, when Joey would always...
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so what makes these Hey Nonny shows different than your other Unplugged shows?
I think that these, there, I did it again. Flight attendant,
You're at 30,000 feet.
yeah.
We're going to be landing in Florida in approximately 20 seconds.
This whole thing kind of started when I was joking. I was telling Nick, I said I wanted to do a singer-songwriter thing. There's a place in Berwyn called Fitzgerald's, and that's been my dream. Like, I want to play Fitzgerald's. I just wanted to do like a night singer-songwriter thing. And then Hey Nonny had reached out to Nick because he knew Sean, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right.
And then
Sean McDonough.
Yeah. And then they had started speaking, and then we were like, well, how do we make this different than, just go and see us at a bar? And that was when we kind of started just doing more stripped back anti-party kind of things, like telling stories behind the songs.
Yeah, basically just, and you're the songwriter. I mean, you write the majority of the songs. I was just accompanying you. That's what we said we would do. I'll just accompany you. And then we're like, well, hey, I got to do something. So then there's a couple original 7th songs that I sing that I could do. And then I'm like, want to do the best of whatever I usually do unplugged. And then it went from there. And the quiet room is nobody talks. They just listen, which is awesome, And then totally different than like the sports bar where we're just joking. Well, we're joking around, but where the people are like crazy.
You're there for the football game.
You're there for like, you're like, yeah, hey, I'm gonna watch some music.
Or a Donald Trump rally.
or a Trump rally.
Or a Trump
Oh,
rally.
yes.
Broken
Yes.
door.
Trump rally, yeah.
That was fun.
That was a lot of
The
stress.
best is in the car on the way there, Nick calls and he's like, it's a Trump rally! And I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I think I wore, you know what I mean, like this like ridiculous outfit per usual. And I thought I was going to get beat up. I did not, thank goodness. Very glad about that.
It was a bag of nerves whenever. That's why I stopped doing Unplugged by myself.
You were nervous at first.
Oh my God, my first show, I was
Yes.
sweating bullets.
I was there.
And you were there.
I
And a
was-
lot of people were there.
I stood in the back. I walked
Yeah.
in and I got velvet.
And I'm like, Adam, do you want to do this? And I really didn't know if Adam really wanted to do. I didn't think you were going to be up for that.
I didn't want to do it.
And then he's like, yeah, man, whatever you want to do. I was like, great. And then we just kind of put it together. That's why it evolved. Our acoustic thing just evolved into whatever. We had no expectations. We're like, whatever it is, it is, I wanted to be serious. I love this because, I do like this. That's how I thought it was going to be. Coffee shop, just, sitting back, people listening to. But no, I do it myself. And they're like, everybody's all drunk and play this.
And I told my mom to sit down after.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I was like,
Mrs.
Mom.
Whatever your last Heister Blair. What is it?
Blair.
What's her last name?
Yeah, Bob.
No, it's
Blair
something else.
Heisler.
No, it's something. Is it Heisler? Is it?
My last name is Heisler. My middle name is Blair.
So then it evolved into this, and we love it, and it's cool.
It's very intimate, I guess. It's a lot more
Yes.
intimate than Draft Picks or Shoeless Joe's.
Yes.
You can hear you guys talk. I mean,
It's the Victoria's
yes.
Secret of our shows.
It is.
It's so intimate.
What's
So
Victoria?
It's so it's like
We're
summer's
free.
eve.
Next
intimate.
time we come or something?
I was playing up into it, but go ahead. It's fine.
So what's Victoria's Secret?
No.
Wait, isn't that a
It's a Rick
Oh, I'm
Springfield
sorry.
song.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, am I supposed not to be looking at you while you're filming?
You guys covered it.
Summer's Eve Intimacy.
Tiffany?
Oh yeah, you're right. You did.
I don't know what you said.
Summer's Eve Intimacy.
Wrapped up like a little rover in the night.
So
Next question.
So what is your, going off that, what is your favorite thing about playing acoustic shows? Like, because you know, like with the band, it's everybody. I mean, what do you like
It's
about that?
lights. It's the band.
Yeah.
It's the pick throwing. It's everything.
Yeah, in the forehead, picks in the forehead.
The eyes.
I write acoustically. I don't really, the band thing is, me and Rich were talking about that. Like, we always say that the band is a selfless act. When you get up on stage and you perform for those people, you do what you can to make them smile. We can, play 100 songs that are in that tempo that make you feel good, With these, for me, I write acoustically. Like if I was to do, again, Rich and I were joking, like if we were to do like, what band was your stars? I mean, like, I'm not gonna do like a Ryan Adams, Ben Rector, you know what I mean? Like this type of like, people, you would come, you may come, I don't know.
I would
it would be like 4
them
people and
if
a
they
dog.
didn't want to go.
Yeah, but it's one of those things. So for me, I like playing those things how they were written. So when I write something, I typically have to go backwards math and think about how to present it for the band.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So even some of the songs that we do that are more up tempo, even like Diamonds, like I had to strip that thing back and go, meet you in the dark, just turn off the lights. Like it was this ballad thing, and then it went back to up tempo. Rich had a track, and I'm like, okay, now I can match it to what he's doing. But I have to take everything away and strip everything back just to find the lyrics. So for me, I like that part of it. And honestly, these shows I always think about as every phone call I have with Nick with a guitar. Because this is logistically what we do on the phone when we talk,
Like us.
but we have guitars. Do you know what I mean? Like it's us.
We don't.
No, when we do calls.
No. But
That was my show.
what was the question?
What is your favorite part about playing
minutes later?
acoustic? Yes.
Oh, the acoustic? My favorite part of the acoustic is it's just being able to sing songs that I like, the Bohemian Rhapsody or Butch Walker, that I really just learned to love and feel, and I could feel when they were doing it, and I just want to project the same kind of emotion, and I just love to have that stripped down like that and connect with people. But that's what I really love about this. That's what I wanted to have in the first place, and then it became the,
draft picks.
Jesse's girl, and but I love that. I love an acoustic guitar and a singer, a person, woman, child, man, boy, whatever, anyone that can just sit there with an acoustic and play, and I've always liked that, and that's what I like about it's the intimacy of the environment. And there's just something for me about a nice effect on your microphone that
Edit that shit.
that translates to the room, and you can just hear. I mean, I love to hear my voice in the room anywhere than the reverb. I'm not, because he needs to hear himself do it. I just love that. The first person, honestly, that live I did it. It's obviously Butch Walker, and then Jeff Buckley, like he's in more like in the Ryan Adams, and which is a world I've never even heard, really. I never even listened.
Felt very dry, yeah. So,
And it just was so inspiring in this world, right? And then it was Sting. I saw Sting do with the reverb a broken down version of Message in a Bottle. And that was the first thing I wanted to do when Rich started. He started when Seventh Heaven started doing, before Nick and Adam started doing acoustic, when it was the four of us doing it. First thing I wanted to do was Message in a Bottle. But, and Rich was like, and I'm like, no, just real mellow, man. I want to make my own out of it and to hear it. And that always inspired me. I always wanted to hit that. I always wanted to have that kind of vibe in a room. Basically, and I've seen it with Butch Walker, was he'd open up in a full like House of Blues room with a grand piano and you could hear a pin drum.
It's kind of like when you guys play here.
And I was like, that is just so like magical to me. So
when you guys did Wonderful World, I kind of said there was like, oh my god.
yeah, and you know what? I get those
very
little
magical.
feelings when I do that, and it's such a great feeling
It
to
was.
have that, to have a room, and you know that you have a room. It's awesome.
I think everyone just stopped, and it was dead quiet, but everyone was just starstruck. I mean, it was amazing.
This feeling we wanted, the good life I started. No reason to flaunt it, just show me you got it. This feeling we wanted, the good life I started. No reason to flaunt it, just show me you got it. This feeling we wanted, the good life I started. No reason to flaunt it, just show me you got it. Yeah, I know what a wonderful world this could be. No matter where we go, what a wonderful world this could be.
So do you have a favorite song you like to sing unplugged?
Or in the shower, just in general.
I've already heard his.
You know what? I am. Nick will definitely attest to this. I'm always the paranoid one. Like when we first did Wonderful World and we started tonight, my monitor was too out. I could hear myself too well. And I went, I don't want to hear that. There's certain there's like at 1 or 2 songs in my life that I go, oh, it's in a good range for me, or I feel confident in. I'm not a confident singer. Take Me With You usually
That was a good one.
is one for me that I go, okay, I feel confident because I know where the note is. I can hear it, you know. But I would say, yeah, Take Me With You.
She was here half an hour ago, but you couldn't see the white lines on the road. I say if you love someone, if you love someone, let her know. Disappear with the self-control until you have a hard time letting go. You shouldn't wait so long. If you love someone, you should let them know.
Have you seen it? Schitt's Creek.
You know what? I haven't. It's too like girl, like Adam girl kind of. No, he tried to turn me onto it, and it's just a lot of women gravitate. I'm like, it really hasn't. I think
It
I
takes
have
a
good.
while.
Yeah, I haven't. I watched a
It takes
couple
a while,
episodes. Even Modern Family is another one. I never watched it. I started watching
That's
it.
a
And I was
good
like,
one.
oh my god, this is hilarious.
It's so good.
I really need to. I think that's geared more toward women, isn't Schitt's Creek?
No.
Like it really gets more women than
No.
guys.
It's sitcom-y. I mean, it's like one of my best friends, Christian. I should say my best friend because he'll get mad at me. Christian always is constantly sending me like video clips of the show, like, dude, that's you. Like when he was in the middle of
say
the
that all the
forest with
time.
like a pitchfork, and he's like, I've actually heard you say this.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll send a gift to each other. It's like,
Oh,
oh, it's Adam. Yes.
And I never. But I did see the song that he did. And I thought that was phenomenal.
They did a very good
What?
song.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
No,
in the
Chris
show.
Evans
Yeah.
killed
Yeah.
it.
Yes,
Killed
yes.
it. So that was
Very, very
cool.
good.
Yeah.
My shoe.
Do you have any?
That's my mouth.
Great, I'm sitting next to you.
No. Okay.
And you? Do you have a favorite?
I like Bohemian Rhapsody.
That was good.
I like the Supertramp. I do Logic song. I like anything where I can like sing high it seems like all of them are that way, but Bohemian Rhapsody. What's another one? Oh, I like the Bread song. The Bread, Everything You Own. I used to. You grow out of them. Like I used to love to do.
You do Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver. I used to love to do that one. Because it was very unique. I knew no one that broke down Dreamweaver on the acoustic.
But then you two, when you harmonize and stuff too, it sounds really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you do it tonight?
Which one?
Dreamweaver.
Sure. I could do that for you, Katie.
What'd you say?
DeWeaver.
DeWeaver. Bajogi.
But yeah, it changes. It changes. But yeah, that's basically ones that are in my. I'm on the spot right now. But Bohemian Rhapsody is always in the set because I just love it, and I love and that version is from Randy Cohen, who filmed it in a church. A lesser known guy, but it made like a couple 100,000 people I think were following. But he did that version, and I was blown away. I was like, that is so unique and awesome. And he was in a church, and he looked cool. And he just nailed it. Very much reminds me of how Pino,
Yes.
is.
And I
Talking
love
about Pino again. I'm sorry.
But I love when you guys did that together though too during the lockdown and stuff.
Yeah, that is weird. And I did that with him. That's weird.
You should actually say something called unique.
What's that?
Instead of unique, you read
You should.
Ooh, I like it.
Just don't call me eunuch.
May want to rethink it.
I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low, anyway the wind blows, it doesn't really matter to me.
I have one final question, I think. Did we nail all the other ones? Did we get all the other ones? Don't.
I started. It's her.
It would have been with
Michelle?
It's Michelle.
You know how hard it is not to talk?
It's all Scooby-Doo.
Too easy.
How do you guys feel playing again? You guys haven't done unplugged shows for a couple months now. This is your first week back. How do you feel?
Nervous. I said it on stage. There's a psychological thing I think that is, I don't know, maybe happened with a lot of people. Sometimes I don't even know how to act in a crowd anymore. Like I hope it's like riding a bike and it comes back, but it's overwhelming. Some anxiety and excitement because we're out again making money and seeing people, but it is very weird. It gets overwhelming because a lot of, not you guys are always awesome. But a lot of people are like drunk.
I'm gonna keep that.
And come up to you and they're like, you guys, you at the front row show have your boundaries. That's cool. You understand those. These people come up and they're like, and it's overwhelming. You're like, oh man, So I like playing out because it's what I do. But I can't say that I haven't been affected in some ways because of this whole being in my living room for a year.
Yeah. How do you feel?
In my bedroom.
I have crazy anxiety, especially before I leave. Anybody who's ever been around me before I leave for any show, I'm still the exact same that way, no matter what the show is. Being away from it that long makes it just that much harder for me to walk out the door,
Into it.
And it's weird. I've always anybody who's ever played with me in a band kind of knows that I'm very I'm always feeling like there's somebody nipping at my heels. I gotta go harder. I gotta do something better. I gotta make sure that I'm good because I'm not a naturally gifted human being that way. I'm really not. I have to work really, really hard at doing that. So being away from it that long, coming back to it is harsh, man. Like it plays crazy mental games with me. But I am a homebody. I like being at home. So coming outside again and seeing human beings is like a whole is relearning how to like walk and talk and interact and see people and the magnoscope that I put on myself and how somebody reacts to me or what I say or what I do, and I replay that like 100 times when I'm driving home. Like, why did I say that? was I
Yes.
thinking? Oh dear Lord. Not all of the great things that happened that night. I concentrate on it. Oh, I made that one mistake. You know?
I do
Yeah.
that too. Like when someone says a joke and you're like, I should have said that.
Yeah.
instead of this. That's the worst.
So
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
yeah. So this time, like being shut down again, second time. So we were talking about that. We were playing pretty consistently until around Thanksgiving-ish. And then round 2.
Yeah, after Sundance is when you
Yeah,
guys
there's
stopped.
around
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it was gone again. And so yeah, I'm grateful. I just have such
Yeah,
anxiety
It's
at
hard.
all times. But I will say, I always talk about on behalf of the band or on behalf of Nick, because I'm that idiot that has to hold the microphone. But we're grateful, man. We are so ridiculously happy and thankful and humbled by anybody, anything that they come out and do, get to play music and make people happy, hopefully. There's nothing better than doing that at all. So, yeah. there you go.
Yeah, I definitely. What you said about working at it, and there is a saying about, like, I've seen it, whatever. I don't think it's a meme, but it's whatever. I've seen it many times about how people, it was a meme. It was 4 boxes, and then it was this little kid, and it's snowing out, and he's practicing, and then it's the seasons, and he's older, then it's spring, and he's practicing, then it's it's fall, it's winter, and he's getting older in each one. And then when he's playing out, they're like, oh my God, he's so naturally talented. Well, no, I mean, it took a lot of work to even fool. And I say fool people, some things, I don't even like to say the word talent, because it's like, talent, I just like to perform, but it takes, and then I didn't just grow up at 10 going, I wanted to perform, I wanted to play guitar. And then I said, oh God, how do you perform? How do you even do that? And then it just came naturally. Thank God, by working with other people that can perform. My whole career is based off playing with better people than myself. Because then I got better with singing. My face was hurting today because I was singing. Of course, I was smiling, but it was Fedorov one time. He goes, yeah, I noticed, you do that when you sing. He goes, that's the proper way of singing. Because he was taught lesson. He was taught, and I always, when I sing, I'm always like, when in pictures, I'm like, because I do that naturally, because that was the way I needed to get the sound out, so I would do that, and it ended up being that way. So it's something we had to work at. Nothing ever really, not a lot came naturally, but yeah. And then when we're away from it, and then we come back in, it's always nerve-wracking. Every show I do is nerve-wracking. Even when we're up to par, I'm always like, what's going to go wrong? Is my batter going to go out? Am I going to remember a lyric? Probably not. So it's and at night it's fulfilling, because I could be in the car going, oh man, I wish. But most of the times when I'm at night, I'm on my couch, because I'm a homebody too, to get to that point too. It really didn't bother me. I was really good. I like being in my house, my foundation. But at the end of the night, like tonight, I go home, and out of all the anxiety that I create for myself and all the worries and then when I relax at the end of the day and I realize I did it, and I can relax. It's a great feeling to know that. Which I think anybody does that even when they work. They come home at the end of the day and they go, thank God, I got through this day. And it wasn't all that bad, really. I got through it. So anyway, I'm rambling.
But to be fair, I think on behalf of the fans, we don't notice like your battery going out. We don't notice if your voice cracks or something like that. We go home and we're like, God, that was so great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Then we did our job.
But we got to go out on a Wednesday night and see people that we enjoy and listen to music that we like, that we love, and we don't notice if your voice cracks or whatever.
Oh, we'll tell you.
What did you when you said that?
I
I don't understand it.
Change. Change. So,
Mr. Wonder, take the wheel.
But no, we don't notice.
I forgot what I was going to say.
We'll go
It must
home.
not have been very important to her. I wouldn't have forgotten it.
But we go home and we'll call each other and be like, that was so
Steve Martin,
freaking hilarious.
1975. I'm sorry, what?
No, I said we'll go home and we'll FaceTime each other and be like, that was freaking hilarious. That was so much fun. I would definitely pay for that again.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes. So.
And I wouldn't have that. That's Adam. I have that in me to do that. and I wanted to do it, but Adam pulls it out of. He's a funny guy. He pulls it out. We work together well when it happens to that.
Don't do it.
He's so funny.
He's very funny.
My first show seeing you guys unplugged was Lucky Monk.
Yeah, I remember.
That's
Lucky
what,
Monk.
9-10 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
No, it's Tamara doing it, right?
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah,
gotten better
really
and
good.
better.
Yeah.
I was told that I wouldn't like unplugged shows, and they were totally wrong.
And that's another rewarding thing. You know what? I didn't know what to expect. I was like, this is. They come see the band, and then they're like,
It's
man,
different
that was
thing.
really, that was really good.
My first unplugged show was you solo, and I came back.
Wow, that was rough.
No, it wasn't. It was.
Okay.
It was a draft.
It was
It
good.
was- it was-
No.
I saw him at Draft Picks.
Oh, that was okay.
That's when I
'Cause
saw
the
him
first
solo.
one he
Yeah, the
did
Plainfield
was in
one.
It was
Plainfield.
Plainfield. Yes.
And I stood in the back. Nobody knew I was there. I remember I walked in and I was very, in my old band, like Rose or Lisa have both come to see Seventh Heaven play and not told me.
I was.
And
Rose
they
was at
did
Brookfield.
it- Yeah, and they do it on purpose because they know I will freak out. They know I will not be, and I'll tell them to go home. So I did the same thing with Nick. I'm like, I just want to support him and not pull attention. I want it to be in the back. I want it to kind of, you know what I mean?
Well, then
And
you
I
were at the
did.
Dot show too. The Dot reunion show.
Oh, it's awesome.
That was
I loved
great.
Oh, New Year's.
I loved it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I loved it. I
That was
loved
cool.
watching him in his element. You know, because back in the day, I was like, who is this douchebag? You can edit that out.
Now, except
Wait, hold on. Wait, cut.
Where are we right now?
Hold on.
28 minutes.
Okay, cut. So back in the
Hey, douchebag.
when you did the reunion, I thought I never really saw Dot. I mean, because back then, hey, how you doing? High five, because we're leaving or you're leaving and I'm coming, and you know I didn't really get to focus on them, and to see that reunion and they looked good. And
They sounded good.
it sounded good, and it was to see him in that element because I know him as a Seventh Heaven frontman guy, and then to see him in that element, it was. I knew he was nervous. It was great.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is I'm not used to not holding a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that
the
was
hard thing to
interesting.
get
That was
used to
interesting, yeah.
with Seventh Heaven because I'm like, what do you do with your hands?
Yeah.
This feels very strange.
Again, like something with performing you don't know, you have to learn it. If you're
Yeah.
used to that, and then you're like, what am I doing? You know?
Oh, I hate it. Yeah, I hate not having the blankie in
Yeah.
front of me, you know, the security blanket.
Yeah, for
When-
sure.
When Dot first started, I was like 9.
That's
So
cool. That's awesome.
yeah. So
Thanks for tuning in. Gotta give you my wheelchair, roll my ass out of here.
on your way out of here.
yes. So, but seeing the reunion though, I was like, damn, I wish I was older to go see this.
The you know that band wasn't yes, we're still a band. We just don't make music. But it was weird. We caught lightning in a bottle. It was very fast.
It was very cool though.
It was
Very,
really,
very cool.
really a strange, quick ride. So
was
we
cool.
went from Hello to an American Idol show to like we're opening for the president. And like what just happened? And then you know we said goodnight really quick. You know,
Whatever, dude. We opened up for Bon Jovi.
you guys opened for us and we opened for you. Isn't that funny?
I remember. South.
You guys opened for the Janes and you opened for Dot. And
Oh,
then-
I don't remember Jane's. Well, I wasn't in the band.
Oh, okay, and then yeah, you're right. It was DeJulio.
Yeah.
He was still the singer, and then I think Weymouth was still. Weymouth was
Yeah,
in the
I
band.
could have and I didn't remember, but I do.
It's
I
possible.
because drugs. I remember. I remember the Dot when Mark's amp fell on Rose's.
Yeah. Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street.
Yep, it was at Bourbon
You
Street.
opened up for us there then, right?
No, you guys opened for us at
Right.
Bourbon Street, and then we opened for you guys. Keith's first last show, Volume 1. And it was that New Year's at the Hyatt.
Oh yeah.
And
that's
right
I
before
remember
Anthony
that.
came in the
Yeah,
band
I do
is what it
remember
was.
that, Yeah.
Because we went and played.
How did we pull that off without having millions of dollars to pay both those bands?
I know. Ones of dollars. But yeah, I remember we went up before you guys, and we were on the road, and we just kind of came in and like dumped stuff. But everyone was so nice. Dina was cool, super cool to us. And, yeah. There you go.
Well, thank you guys so
Yeah,
much for
thank
taking the
you.
time to do this.
Hey,
I really
thank
do
you.
appreciate it.
Appreciate
We
it.
need a Cadbury egg. Get back on the stage.
Yeah, this
Okay.
9 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This worked out perfect.
Oh,
Yep.
Jesus. Yeah, I got
Here we go.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for
Thank you.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I've got something I think I need to say. Wherever you go is where I want to stay.